Hi, I'm Bill Fowler with Southwire. I'm one of the senior trainers at our SSU University in Carrollton, Georgia. I'm also the manager of our relationship with IAC on our Platinum Partner Program. We're here today, we're going to talk about some of our circuit solutions. So we're going to go through some of our options for pulling circuit wire, and we'll do those in here in just a second. Hey, it's Bill Fowler again with Southwire. We're here to talk about our pulling solutions around circuit. So we're going to talk about our circuit solutions today, and we're going to kind of start out the beginning. So let's come right over here and look at our reels. You know, we do have different wire wagon setups, but traditionally what we were doing at Southwire, we're trying to get away from your traditional reels. Why? They're heavy, they're bulky, they're hard to handle. You'll notice this one right here, we have a broken reel that you deal with. So these are the kind of problems that we have dealt with in the past. But we do have solutions to handle your reel options if you're still using reels. But let's talk about where do we go in the future and innovation and safety. So first we start off over here with our barrel. So several years ago we designed our barrel with our THHN wire, so we can get up to a 7 wire capacity into this barrel solution. So we have 7 conductors in here, a full boat run for a circuit. We can do a 5 and 6 wire package depending on what you need. We have the arm up here that extends up. So now you see our arm extended with our roller. And so what this allows you to do is pull down on the cable or pull straight out. But it also helps take some of the twist out of the cable that goes through the roller. But you'll see here on our wire, this is our Simpull technology. So just like in our feeder cable, in our coil packs and our barrels, we now put SIM THHN circuit wire in our barrels. And you'll notice that the neutrals are also striped there. So you'll see the matching neutral and the stripe to go with that neutral, depending on the phase pair. So again, this is a 7 conductor barrel here. So we have our 3 neutrals, we have our 3 hots, and we also have our ground. So we have a full, complete circuit, right? 3 circuits, A, B, C circuit, full boat, and whatever nickname you want to call it, in this barrel package. The barrel, the nice thing about this, so this is a 7 conductor barrel with pretty much 3,000 feet of color. So if you do the math, if I was doing reels, that would be 14 reels of cable that I have capacity in this barrel. That would be 14 reels I would have to set up on a reel stand versus 1 package moving. So we talk about innovation and safety. I've got a cart that's designed to move this barrel. 1 person can actually move this package without having to worry about moving 14 different packages like I was dealing with reels. So that's one of the advantages to this barrel technology. But one of the disadvantages to it is you cannot add and drop circuits out of this barrel. All of these go in at 1 rate, and so they have to come out at 1 rate. So that's where we're looking at those complete circuit runs. That's where the ideal for the barrel situation. So after the barrel, how do we add and drop those circuits? So what we came up with is our Coil Pack. So we'll move over here and look at our Coil Pack technology. So this is our Coil Packs. You'll see we make them in all the primary colors and the neutrals, solid, stranded, 10 gauge, 12 gauge, and 14 gauge. So you'll see here the neutrals that are, and these are striped neutrals, so that's no extra charge. So that is standard. This is SIM cable, so it has lube built into the cable. So the nice thing about these packages you'll see here is that, see the nice handle. So while we design these, they're more ergonomically pleasing to tote. So if you'll notice here is when I pick this up, now my spine, I'm standing straight up. I'm not bent over. I got all this load on my spine is straight. So I'm toting this like a suitcase. That's the reason we designed these packages like this, is to tote more like a suitcase versus keeping that load out in front of you. We also too, is we designed these packages to be under 50 pounds. I told you about safety and innovation and a lot of other products that I've talked about today in our other booth video segments, but we look at safety, okay? So the reason we design these under 50 pounds is because OSHA says anything under 50 pounds reduces back injury, and so that's what we're about, is safety. That's why we design these handles, so you can have it more ergonomically pleasing when you're toting these packages. And again, we have a multi-wire package here. So when I talk about the multi-wire, this is something new that we have right here This is a new 4-wire pack. So you'll see that we have 4 wires now in this package. So what we're doing is we make a single conductor, we make a 2 conductor, we make a 3 conductor in our packages. You'll see a 4 conductor. This is just new, introduced this year. This is because of motor control work in some of those scenarios where you have to have those 4 circuits, so we don't have to have 2 packs. Now we can do it with 1. So we designed that, so now we have 4 wires in 1 package. We can customize these colors if you need them. So that's one of the unique things with this new 4-wire package, is that you can give us the color combination that you need for those motor control, say, leads, and we can also colorize that for you and put it in this package. But again, now I've got 4 wires. I don't have 4 packages to deal with. I'm only dealing with 1. So we talk about that productivity. We talk about that COVID situation on the job, where now you're limited to the number of people doing a task. So now I only have to have 1 person to take this package around, and he's actually toting 4 reels of cable in 1 package. So that's the advantages of these coil packs. More ergonomically pleasing. I can also see the wire inside, so I can see how much is left. If you'll notice, it has a little bit of tension as it comes out, so you don't have the overspinning problem you do with reels. Hate that, right? Have to have somebody manning that reels to keep them from overspinning and do all the take up. So now I've done away with that, with these coil packs. So let's talk about mini coil packs. So you see, here's our larger coil pack. These is what we call our 50 or 49 pound scenario. They're under 50 pounds. But we also went down to what we call our coil pack minis. These are 25 pound packages. They do come in single, 2 and 3 wire circuits, okay? The most popular in this is actually a 3-wire, your black, white, and green package. But again, the handle is on the inside of them, so they're easier to tote and just lay down, but they have the same where you can see inside of them, pull the wire out, solid stranded. You see the stripe neutral here. So again, same combination you get with the larger packs. So let's go back and look at the carts here. You're looking at a utility cart, and then we also have a coil pack cart. So let's talk about some of the advantages of these carts in handling these packages. So you really don't have to have a cart to work with our coil packs. As you notice here, I have one on the floor, and we're going to demonstrate it here in just a minute. But the carts just make it more manageable on a job site to move these packages around. It's easier to combine where I can add and drop circuits. On this coil pack cart here, you can see I can just pull individually. It really doesn't interfere with any of the rest of them. We do also have a spring up here at the top. So any of the cable that I'm not using, I can go over here. A lot of people ask what that spring's for. That's actually the store cable, and I can cut it off here and get it up out of my way. So you'll see the spring setup up here. So that's what that's for. The one reason we do the roller on this, again, as I saw on the barrel, is I'm pulling down. This roller gives me a nice arc, so it makes my cable transition a lot smoother, like going down in an underground pull. I can pull straight up, straight out, or I can go up, either or. And again, it follows me around the job, so it's going to turn whatever direction I'm pulling cable. But again, these carts are just a good way of managing the packages. The nice thing about these things too, on this cart right here, we have holes. So now I could actually run a chain down through these, and I can actually chain the packages to the cart, so I can leave them on the cart and chain the cart up at night for security reasons. Same thing over here. I do have access holes in this cart, so I can actually end up chaining the packs to this utility cart. The nice thing about this utility cart is a little bit smaller. So say I'm doing room rough-ins. So I'm having to go into tight areas in and out. The large packs will fit on this utility cart, or the minis, either size will fit both carts. But this package is just like kind of like your Rubbermaid cart, so we can move around inside a room a little bit easier. So again, it's really to your preference of what you're going to be using it for pulls from the closet, or maybe roughing rooms in. So depending on which size cart, but either one will work. It's just really up to your preference. So let's talk about pulling the cable. As we talked about earlier, we talked about some of the ropes. So I mentioned earlier our 1/8 inch rope. So we see this used quite a bit now for our circuit pulls. So we see our grip it here. This is our grip it that we attach the cables in. Again, I just put the cable in, bend it over. Don't have to do anything but just push it in and bend it over, and we'll demonstrate that in just a second. We see our guide it here. This is our cable guide it, and I've actually got 3 on this. This is just a setup we use here in the university to do multiple pulls with 1 bar. But you get the cable guide system, or the guide it. It comes with 1 donut It comes with an extension so you can extend it out for wider panels. You saw the blanket I talked about in our feeder solution. We use these blankets on the circuit solutions too to keep you from getting on the sharp edge of these panels, so now I can use that here. But we have our grip it, we have our guide it, we have our 1/8 inch rope scenario, and then to round this out, we've now made a tugger for our circuit wire. So let's take a look over here at this. So to round out the solution now, we've come out with our Xd1 Circuit Tugger. Now this is a tugger that hooks up to an 18 or 20 volt drill, any size drill on the market. We have an adjustable bracket here depending on the length of the handle or the shaft length of your drill, so it'll accommodate any drill on the market. The nice thing about this is very ergonomically designed. So what I mean by ergonomically designed, depending on which way you're pulling, I can adjust the angle of this arm to fit my wrist to where I'm pulling. So I can have this turned up a little bit more, a little bit longer down, depending on what makes it more comfortable for me to use. So I have some adjustability here. Another nice thing about this is that this end right here, I can extend this out with a 1-inch piece of conduit. So I can slide me a piece of conduit on here, slide this down in there, and I can extend this up to reach those boxes up into the ceiling. So again, it's a nice little feature to have. So now I'm not having to get up onto a ladder to pull out in the ceiling boxes. I can actually use this tugger to do that. It does come with a variety of conduit adapters. You'll see the one we have on right here. This is a 1-inch adapter. It comes with a 2-inch adapter. Then it also comes with just a slotted adapter to hook up to a flat surface like a stud, a piece of cable tray, or electrical box. So, and it also comes in this nice backpack, so it's easy to tote and maneuver around, so you can put your drill and all your accessories in there with it. And we'll demonstrate this in just a second. Another nice little feature with this, again, we talk about ergonomics. We're really big about ergonomics and safety with our equipment. So you'll notice right here on the bottom, we have a threaded connector. So now I can put a 3/4 inch threaded nipple into this with a piece of conduit, and now I can make a kickstand for this. So I'm not having to hold that weight all day. So I can screw that in, put it on a piece of conduit, and I'm good to go. And we'll demonstrate that here in just a minute. The next thing I like to show is whenever you do roll your rope around here, we do have a, spin this around, we do have a peg that you can hook your rope onto, and then it'll automatically help you start wrapping onto the capstan. But one cool thing about this is the capstan removes. So once I have my rope on here, I'm not having to hold this unit to get my rope off. I just can pull my capstan off, I can lay my unit down, and now I can deal with getting my rope off. So we'll demonstrate that in just a second, how well this works. So we talk about our circuit solutions. You know, we've started out with our wire, our coil packs, our barrels. We talked about our rope, our guidance, and now with this Xd1, it's kind of completed the solution. One comment I made earlier about the 1/8 inch rope is this has become very popular to use. This thing can pull up to continuous 600 pounds, 1,000 peak, but it can go from 30 to 60 feet a minute. Listen to that, 30 to 60 feet a minute. So now I'm pulling jet line through a PVC conduit at 90 feet a minute. You can actually burn through PVC conduit with this unit, be using this Xd1. So one thing we recommend, as we said earlier, is using now these circuit size 1/8 inch ropes to do your circuit pulls, because now you can pull them, you can pull those Xd1s at that 30 to 90 feet a minute. You're not going to burn through conduit because the 30% less friction of this rope, you will now not burn through conduit like you would before with normal jet line. So I recommend, if you're going to use the Xd1, is buying this 1/8 inch rope that's rated up to 1,800 pounds of tension, and 1,700 pounds, excuse me, and then you can pull as fast as you want with this 1/8 inch rope. So we're going to demonstrate that in just a second. Hey, it's Bill Fowler again. Want to talk to those directors out there again, the chapter directors and the training directors. So again, for our grant process, we want to show you our third part of our package is when we get around our circuit pulling. So again, we want to do our feeder bending package, our feeder pulling package, our bending package, and then our circuit package. So what do you get with that circuit package? So number one, you're going to get our Xd1 right here. This is our Xd1 Circuit Tugger. That will come with a backpack and all except for the drill. You will have to supply the drill, but you will get the Xd1 unit. That's part of the package. Then we also are going to give you cable guided you see here, and our 1/8 inch rope with grippets to go along with it. And last but not least, you're going to get our Coil Pack cart. This Coil Pack cart will come with a package, and it will come loaded with wire. So you'll get all your phase ABC circuit, your ground, and your matching neutrals to go with it. So you'll get your cart here. You'll also get the pulling ropes, the guide, the guidance, and our Xd1 in the circuit package. So again, that's three parts of our package. We have our feeder, our bending, and our circuit. So that's the third element of our package. So again, that's going to be with our the Foundation Grant Program for 2021. So we are going to be giving 10 packages away a year, granting those through the foundation. So make sure you do put in your application for consideration. And again, our total package with all three parts of that equipment is $21,000 to your training facility. So again, take advantage of that, and hopefully you're one of the lucky winners and are chosen for 2021, and we'll be doing the package again in 2022. Good luck and see ya.